And
it's showbiz.
what's happening, everybody? It's me, Tom, from this YouTube channel that you turn into and like. And if you enjoy this, likes and subscribes. Guess where we are and who's with us. These are all new faces for you, and we're at the Lucky Leaf Expo live, coming to you because it's Friday and you wanted to touch base with us. And then this is Max.
Hello.
Max is our co-host on the Meta Unshackled podcast, featuring some cannabis legalization news. And then we have a very special guest who's joining us.
Yep, you done drum up the barrel of the marijuana industry, and I done popped up.
That's right. And why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you're doing in cannabis?
All right, my name's Travis Cullen. I'm born and raised here in Minneapolis, St. Louis Park right next to it, and I sell Freedom gummies and give the majority of the profits, if not all the profits, to inmates in prison for cannabis charges. So I'm out here at Lucky Leaf representing.
Helping people who are locked up for cannabis get out and have some money on their commissary when they're stuck in that place for a little bit.
Yes, I'm very proud of my work. I just got back from Washington, D.C. The Day of Unity that the Last Prisoner Project hosted. I was out there representing Minnesota.
Nice. How long did you spend incarcerated?
Yeah, when I was 21 years old, I got caught up in a conspiracy to bring stuff from California, cannabis from California, and bring it to Minneapolis, and I got caught behind a 700-pound load coming from California, and I got arrested by the FBI, and I ended up spending 8 years in federal prison from age 21 to 30.
Federal prison.
Yeah.
Is this the type of stuff that Joe Biden could be commuting sentences and pardoning people?
Joe. Let him go.
Let him go, Joe.
Joe, let him go.
That's right.
Come on, man.
You know, Joe Biden, he's a subscriber.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Man, Joe, let him go, bro. Everybody's
I hope so.
partying. We're all doing these big shows. This is Minneapolis. I got arrested literally 15 blocks from here and got sent up for 8 years, and these people are all having a party.
You're just you're here at an event now, watching everybody else.
It's disgusting.
In business.
It's disgusting.
You know what I
And
mean?
then people
I
are
love
still
these
behind
people.
bars.
Yeah, you love them, but you're like,
This is
damn.
disgusting.
But these people that are still behind bars
can't
should
stand
be
it.
released.
Yes, and every one of these booths should be talking about the people in prison. If like for me, I get it because I was in there. You know what I mean? So like that's all that matters to me. Like I have a store, Laughing Waters, my smoke shop, and I have the greatest business partner ever. And I've just committed my life to activism through. I'm able to pay for that through my smoke shop, right? So it's like I understand because I was in prison, for 8 years for cannabis, and I just feel the other people in there need to get out right away.
Absolutely. I'm there with you, especially considering like the federal government is allowing this industry on both sides because you have hemp products here. These are completely legal hemp products according to some. And then you have the cannabis industry, the licensed cannabis industry, taxed to bejesus because they keep it in Schedule 1.
Yeah.
But nobody's enforcing the laws. And so that moving it to Schedule 3, I hope that maybe they will continue. Let them go, Joe. You continue to pardon and to release these offenders because you mentioned that you were in federal prison.
Yeah, I did 8 years. I was a first-time felon for 700 pounds of cannabis.
That's crazy for a first-timer.
Yep, no guns, no money laundering, no extra charges, just cannabis. And then the driver got caught bringing me the load, right? So then he told them about all these other loads.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, then it's like, it's a big deal now.
And now you have a conspiracy.
Thanks a lot, real friend.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to do 8 years either.
No more, I can guarantee that.
I believe.
But that's the thing. They use you against each other, and they lean on you, and they try to make you make a deal because it's your life they're taking away from you.
And they know it.
And that's one of the reasons why, like, we do a lot of work with social equity applicants. Miggy's a social equity applicant, and then we've worked with Freedom Grow before and had them on the podcast.
Yeah,
we like them.
Who?
With the Cannabis Legalization
No,
news.
which person from Freedom Grow?
I can't remember off the top of my head. We should
great.
have them on again, but
please do.
it's one of those. They collect the money to
Yeah.
throw it on the commissary. And so like it was
Yeah.
it was one of our first shows because we had Eddie Lepp on and it was back when like
Yeah, okay.
it was back when Eddie was alive and they still did like a hemp fest in Seattle.
Yeah.
But things change. These people are still behind bars, and cannabis is just now more legal, and people are making money on it, and then you still are keeping people behind bars. And so, like, I'm not really big on the hemp because I'm like, you haven't legalized it. You haven't let them out.
Yeah.
You've just said that we think it's legal if we do it this way. Okay, great. Well, how about you legalize the whole thing and let the criminals out of jail and help them with their expungements?
I call them heroes.
Well, they're social equity applicants. I call them social equity applicants because now they have the opportunity in limited market states to win a license. And so this may happen here in Minneapolis or Minnesota. You might be able to win a license as a social equity applicant in a lottery.
Yeah.
And now you have gotten paid back a little bit in the sense that they took this from you, and then people are saying like, well, what does this guy bring to the table? What did they put into this operation for business? What capital do they bring? They brought the effing license, and that is worth money, and you need to give them credit for that because they took their 8 years for you. And so now where are you going to be eligible to apply, and hopefully you can put your hat in the ring for Minnesota license.
Well, I have a smoke shop, Laughing Waters, and we're down in Rochester. We're going to be opening up a couple more here in the cities, and I'm very comfortable with what we've done here in Minnesota as far as our law. I have great confidence in our lawmakers that passed it. Just me personally, I've had a lot of interactions with them. They put me on stage. They like to talk to me, and I have a pretty prolific case for cannabis as far as like an owner of a business in Minnesota. Like I'm definitely like one of the go-tos.
Well, this stuff I don't think they're going to take away. Because these are done by licensed operators. They took the loophole that may exist at federal law and they codified it in Minnesota. Yeah. But are you able to sell like THCA flower or?
No. Yeah. Well, I don't sell it at my store because of I'm hoping to become a full recreational operator. Right. But as somebody who's been in prison for 8 years for cannabis, I think that I just don't like them to have any consequences behind the plant. It's a plant that should be grown in the backyard and doesn't hurt anybody. And that's
right.
I have to argue, like, okay, so you mentioned rescheduling. No. So I'm an advocate for Edward Rubis, Parker Coleman, Frank Rogers, and Valerie Flores. I work with all of them very closely. I kind of have my own kit. I'm very excited. I want them to deschedule. Heck yeah, 100%. But I'm very excited with this reschedule because I think they're going to let everybody out. I think once they reschedule.
Really?
Oh, I
think
do.
if they reschedule,
I think
they're going to let everybody out. I think
it's all political gambit right now, and I think they're just. I'm calling it right here on this podcast live. I think when they reschedule this year, they're going to clean slate everybody in federal prison.
Well, I mean, like you keep seeing all this stuff coming out of the White House with Joe Biden, and it's hilarious because like we did a bit on him last week where he for the 420 he tweeted nobody should be in prison for cannabis.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm like. And it says Joe Biden
he says his words are really weird because he'll say, and that's what made me decide when I saw that tweet on 420, I got to go back to Washington for a month because he's not understanding. Nobody should be in prison for a plant, period. I don't care if you're smoking it, distributing it, what you were doing with it. If that thing is a plant, leave those people alone. Let them go home to their families. We got Parker Coleman, Edward Rubin been in their de facto life sentences. Like, man, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of watching all these people party while my people are in prison. I'm upset. Yeah. Me personally, I'm upset.
Yeah, they took your life, man.
Yeah,
I love my life. I love what I went through. It's good. I'm happy I went to prison. I'm totally cool with that. Though. But you got to remember, I was in there with Banana, Captain Crime families, bro, and I was a wild kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't live in regret. I'm worried about the people inside.
Right.
I'm worried about the people in there. I had my chance. Mine's over with. I'm out now. I'm grateful. I'm off paper. You know, it's all good. I got a business. I'm worried about those guys. Those guys need to get out.
All right, well, maybe we can help them by giving the people a message so they can go buy some Freedom Soda or some other stuff now, because this is like hemp. This is legal hemp.
Yeah, this is hemp-derived THC. Yep.
But is it is it only for sale in the Minnesota, or are you able to sell this on the
national.
internet?
We're going national. We're working on that, going national. But right now, I'm in all the big stores in Minnesota.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Minnesota supports the heck out of me.
That's great.
Now, let me tell you a story. You guys know about the National Unity Day
That was
in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, it was on 420, I think. Or they
418 or 419,
Right.
Last Prisoner Project, along with Students for Sensible Drug Policy, put it on. Freedom Grow was there. But anyways, the greatest representative in America, Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, came to the National Uni event. I asked her. I've been going to her all her town hall meetings. She's my rep. I'm one of her constituents. But she came out there because of me, and she said it in her speech. While she's also on these subjects, but I've been pointing it out to her that you need people like me. I'm the messenger. But she came into the Capitol building in the basement and said, I'm here with my friend Travis, and basically like, let's get these people out of prison. So
That's what's
right.
up.
my representative is
That's
out.
what's up.
Yeah, she's out here representing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of Minneapolis, and like, man, this is a beautiful city, and we inspire change here. That's for sure.
Well, we're proud of you, and that it's wrong what they did. I'm glad that we have social equity programs, and it's time to get them out of prison and move it out of
Yes.
Schedule 1 so that it's no longer a crime what they're doing. Because those crimes, they're still on the books right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm hopeful that when they move it out, those crimes are gone.
This
and
is only
they're a thing of
80
the past.
calories.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Diet.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Hell yeah.
Good
Heck
for you.
yeah.
I was like, I look at most soda cans. It's like there's 600 calories. I'm like, that's only 80 calories. That's actually
Yeah, it's good stuff. I think
it's
per
Freedom Soda without the calories.
That might be per cert.
Yeah.
160
Yeah.
per
And,
can.
and it's fascinating how Minnesota's. I think this is going to be one of those blueprints for like the hemp regulation,
has.
maybe at the federal level, but maybe like from state to state. Because a lot of states, like in our state, in Illinois, we still don't have this stuff regulated. And you guys like came out the gate and just got it regulated first. And then you gave them a license that they could get, and
Yeah,
now like
I have
okay,
that
loophole,
license.
not a loophole. It isn't. And now it's codified. Follow your rules. You got the license, so keep it. And then they have this new industry that's really leaving all the other states in the dust when it comes to edibles and also beverages from hemp.
Heck yeah.
I got a weird question. Let's just go back to this. So you're saying if they go Schedule 3, you expect everyone to be released?
It's a prediction. I
It's a
think
prediction.
it's political. I'm reading the political climate. I've had a lot of meetings with very
but I
important.
mean, like, but the prison system is an institutionalized, and I feel like.
They're going to lose the election, and they know it. The Democrats want to stay in power more than
So you think so? All right, so let's just talk whether it's real conspiracy theory, whatever. So the money behind the paid prison system,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, the private prison, system versus winning the election and releasing all the prisoners.
they're not going to release all.
They-
the
yeah.
They're not going to release it all, but I mean, obviously, like if they do the reschedule,
Yeah, but how many of the prisoners are we
2,600.
talking about?
I don't know. That's what I'm serious. But see, like I'm trying to envision this, and I don't know the exact numbers of how many people are in incarceration or incarcerated right now for, non-violent possession. You know what I mean?
The numbers are something like this. We got about 180,000 people in federal prison.
Okay.
God dang.
2,600 of them are cannabis related.
Okay.
So
it's about
it's just a breeze. It's a
1%,
breeze. It's too
2%,
political,
you
but
know.
they're horrific cases.
Yeah. No,
You got
they're
people-
absolute abuse
yeah, and it's
level.
like,
on so
yeah,
many
I'm
levels.
And it's
zeroed
not just possession and stuff. Like there might be violence involved in some of these cases.
No violent, non-violent, trafficking crimes. It's it. Non-violent, trafficking. Like they were making money, yes. I'm not
Yeah.
saying they were making, but no violence. Frank Rogers, I spoke to him today. This man's in there. He's been in there for 11 years now. Yep, Frank Rogers. You can go Google him. Free
Yeah.
Frank Rogers.
Free Frank Rogers, everybody.
Yep, he's been in for 11 years. He was in Syracuse. He's bringing stuff out of California. You know what I mean? Got caught up and they got the evidence. It's all about the evidence they have on you too.
Yeah.
It's not about what
Yeah.
kind of person you are. If they
Yeah.
got a lot of evidence on you, you're